Yeah, so can your boss owe you?
No.
Why your boss can't owe you?
No, man, I work and my boss pay my man.
Can't put up the mic for you, man.
Oh, my boss pay my man. I have a problem with my boss.
So your boss can't owe you?
No, he can't owe me. He can't owe me, but he now try to owe me.
Okay.
He pay me.
Okay, so what do you think about the government owing the public sector workers?
They pay them if you owe them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you think the government bankrupt Jamaica why they are unable to pay them or they are not paying them?
I don't think so.
Okay. Wait, you think they should bring the government to court though, or they should protest, or what? What do you think they should do?
Pay them.
So the public sector, they should pay the public sector.
Pay them.
Alright. So since the other day we see where the ministers and the prime minister pay is being raised, do you think it is unfair to be raised in your pay and then you're owing the public sector workers who are doing so much for the country?
No, pay them. We're not supposed to get paid. People don't forget pay because they work for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you think that each of these ministers, and including the prime minister, should take something from their salary to put towards paying the public sector workers?
Exactly. That is true, yeah.
Okay. Alright, so you think this will affect this government now in the next upcoming election, being that they owe the public sector workers, meaning that the public sector workers might hold this against them and not give them the support in the next upcoming election?
Yeah, man, we don't do that, man, because we're not nice, you know.
Okay, so what would you say, like, you know, you say you want to give the government advice, being that the public sector workers are so important to us in the country, what would you say to the government? You know, give them a little advice.
I don't get advice I can give them, I just pay the people them, that's how advice I can go on, pay them. Because everybody want them money. Everybody now work for free. Everybody want their money.
Alright, thank you for your honest opinion.
Alright.
So, yeah, my general, can your boss owe you?
20 I go over.
Always.
Alright, do you think government owing the public sector workers? What do you think about that?
What I think about the public and the government workers like nurse, doctor, the police officer, they're due to get a raise of pay because they're doing the work for the public. Because if not the police, you know, they come as an actor and a performers for us. And them say serve and protect, that is the police. The nurse, if we are sick or the accident every day, the nurse are there for us to put out the benefits and everything to see that we are okay. But we now try to see it, you know, the election coming up now. And I know that they're going to do everything, both Andrew Wallace and everybody going to do everything for the nurse, the doctor, the police, the soldier to get a raise up here because the election is so close to us. But only one thing I can tell you, in the public, I wish the nurse, the police and the soldier get a raise up here and the teacher because they are due to get this thing here. We are a busman out here, but we try to support the public and the public support us, but people don't look that way. Thanks, but give the nurse, the doctor, the police and them soldier them raise up here. Thanks.
You think the government bankrupt Jamaica for not being able to pay these people? You think they are bankrupt?
No, and Andrew, I don't think that. Andrew make this country right now don't owe no INF, nothing again.
All this big smile when name LABOURITE coming from my bumbucklad page.
I'm not going to use politics with it, but as a young politician, he's one of the best for the country right now. Because this man here has to make the country running good. I'm not going to use politics, no PNP, no LABOURITE, but full stop.
So
thank you.
You think if you was a public sector worker, would you leave the job if you take too long to get paid? Or would you come here?
No, but the difference with public sector, you know, say without the public sector, you know, say nobody in parliament going to get paid because if the public sector make all in parliament, everybody get paid. So you cannot put the public sector with all out here like the nurse, doctor, teacher. Full stop. Thanks.
Alright. So you think that's a thing? Just assume, sorry. You think the public works should strike or protest about that?
If they're not getting the raise of pay, I feel like them to process, but to get a raise of pay. But I know the election coming up right now, I know that all of them going to get this step up under this the election what going to run.
Alright, you said something about razor pay. The government pay was raised. So you think some of those millions that they are giving themselves, they should actually shorten it and turn that money around to pay or put it into paying the public sector workers what they owe them?
All of these money what they get razor pay should have paid in the public sector. That all of them, nurse, doctor, teacher, everybody get a piece of it. But I know them going to get it soon. A couple days after today, they're going to have the election run.
So
Thank you.
Do you think that will affect the ruling government in this coming next election, being that they owe the public sector workers, the public sector worker will hold it against them and not vote for them?
I want to say on the Andrew right now because what Andrew doing right now for the country, I know this country going to still move on. I'm not going to use politics. I'm none of them. But full stop again. Thanks.
Alright. Yeah. So under what condition you think a man supposed to control a relationship?
You see, friend, in my mind, the lady is not supposed to have no problem to control a relationship.
Okay.
And him with that 100%. But friend, him not do nothing for the woman. Him not supposed to go like him want to control a relationship.
So what the biggest sacrifice you ever make for a man in your lifetime?
What the biggest sacrifice I ever make for a man? But be a father, they are prison, I'm going to go look for him. That's the biggest sacrifice. I'm sorry, how me they do it.
You're sorry, why you're sorry?
Now when him come and start a hype,
Start a hype.
I have one girl, I like him, I do want me to go kill him and kill the girl. So I just tell him, say, look, you know, you can't stay here, so you have to go with Shashu there and put him out.
When you say you put him out?
When him come, I put me say, no, you're not staying here.
You say you put him out, alright. So once if a man invest in the something, you feel like I'm supposed to own it automatically?
What invest in a
I'm
one?
a pay down.
You're not supposed to own it after a year when I got to give the woman that what you have.
Alright, so what if one day you're in my car and you get a suspicious car, like for the next woman or so, when you go home, you don't worry?
One who call him. That's when me did young, but like oh my old now. Anybody want call you. But like how me so old, anybody can call you. At least we not even have a man now. A long time in a day with no man, a long time in a have no man.
So what if you when you was young? What you would do when you go home? Or
No, me don't want no who call you. I have to show me and make me know who. Cause that you don't want nobody call me, so all you have somebody to call you.
okay, so what you think about the other day a teacher you just say killing girl? Sorry, not a teacher you, a police guy killing teacher girl, you see, and then shot himself. Why your views on that?
And them wicked, them want have 99 woman, and then one time and for them, who want know every man, woman born after that man born. Where you kill the woman for, you know, go and go look, go on with your life, but you
So
kill.
in your young times, you did like guys in a uniform because, you know, at the uniform guy, you know, say, when some of them get emotional, them can't control themselves. But them, the girls, them love.
When me did young, me never take a uniform.
So, you know, so if the uniform man wasn't your style.
Number one, uniform man not like human money family little bit and know and see them in a uniform. A bad man is more for game more than a man in a uniform.
Okay, so who you think abusive more in a relationship? A man hitting a woman physically or a woman mentally and emotionally abusing a man?
A man lick hotter than that. Where come lick me. At least when me young no boy couldn't lick me. When you're bad I have 50 gun you couldn't lick me. Cause if you lick me, I'll stab you or run.
Yeah.
Cause I'm afraid of lick.
Okay. So what if you find out that your partner is cheating? Would you secretively investigate him or would you openly let him know that you know?
Me not openly me make him know. When me a secretly me want know. When me a young girl, you know, and my partner give me bone, you know, when me a young girl come in, I have no man know me whole. A long time, a Lego man. Long time till all my pretty them say, Mommy, you stop have man too early. Oh, you not have no man. I say when me a go with man, me whole now, I enjoy myself. If me have a partner, when me young I have a partner and him have a woman, I want to know, because you want to know if you see a man with me.
Okay. So what would be your advice right now to a man where him girl has in problems and him just feel like he's supposed to kill her and end the relationship and end the problem?
Alright, my advice to give a man, go on with your life and leave her, because many more good, better, best. When you go end your life, and you have a life ahead in front of you. You have nicer girl than she there. So you move on with your life. What kind of end life? Life sweet. Nobody no want it. So when you go kill yourself and kill she, you move on and go find a better, and then you never. When you move on, left she and move on, you say, right, what me that do? When you go back in and you think you can go back, just get help, get somebody, get counseling, and get somebody to talk to you.
Alright, like how you said, get counseling then. Alright, you think the police before they enter the force or after they enter the force and gone through training and so on and graduate, you think on a regular basis, you know, the government ensures that there is a system where checking with them and check how them are doing emotionally and check if them are right mentally and so on, like so that they don't go out the road and take out them problems and people and do act like those.
I feel like the government should have do that for them. Have majority of them come. You see, majority of them come in at the force, them have a bigger problem, and them just dying for reach in the first take out them stress from people. Cause me feel like the government should have make them go see a psychiatrist doctor, make them go get help, look through them, cause enough of them sick.
So you think if this one, when that his girlfriend, the teacher girlfriend, actually they get some form of counseling and so on, that would happen?
No, I'm only at my time, I don't know how to deal with them situation. Counselor, you see one guy you go to counsel, and you don't know how to deal with situation, the counselor them, make you know, go put you down to an extreme point and say, you don't know what you're going to do with your life. Remember, you have a life in front of you. Oh, you're going to kill a woman. Make sure you go and move on. And if, all right, try and say if it can't work out, you go on and make sure you go on and you go on your way. Instead of you're going to kill yourself and kill. You're better than she, the boy. Because if my son, me see my son in a situation, I'm not see nothing go on. I'm see like a woman who want, like she want abuse my son. I say, nobody with that thing now. Okay. Look, boy, let me tell you something more. Better you move on and leave no woman there.
Okay, so alright, so what would be your advice to an unfair female in a relationship? Unfair.
My advice to an unfair relationship.
Female, yeah.
Yeah.
A woman.
A woman, you know why no bun, you know, so they oh you gotta give bun. You know why no bun, cause you know why no say you have your man. Animal look over next door with another woman, it a go hurt you, and when you done, you want to look over next door.
So if you was a man, would you, and you're very like your problem, would you, how you would have beat with a liquor?
No, but just tell herself go on where she going, I better the relationship stop right there, so. Because I don't want it going further, that's either you have me have to end up a prison, or you end up a prison car. You see ignorance, can go back but think and say, I want me that do, I want me that do. And you know sometimes when you're reaching at the jail house in a cell, at them time that you think and say, but Lord, me never that thing. Look how I put myself, look how I put myself. You know, say me even have somebody to tell me, say, or even me even put it to somebody, or even go to a counseling. But only even reach us. So sometimes when the big gate lock on them, you know, and them surrounded, what is me do? At them time that them are trying.
Like when he found out that he showed the girl in trying to himself, right?
Yeah.
That's what they're saying. So that was a perfect example of he really coming to his senses after he did that act. So you say when the cell door lock, that is an act that would have make also one come to themselves.
Yeah. And when you know say, and when him shoot himself, it come him realize where him do. I feel like him shouldn't go spend the time or do not pay that thing. So him just feel like same should just give up life. But me not feel like so you know me just get a counseling and have somebody. I have a strong mother where him can sit down and talk to and tell him I come to his mother and say to his mother, say they don't know say she give me a problem and his mother that say come here son. Sit down and make me hear talk. What if a woman there and I better you just move on with your life. Mother you have she around your head that's you go kill yourself and kill her. Go and she go on, make she go on. Cause in my case, me have 3 boy picnic and if me hear my boy picnic them if anything come tell me and tell me say, she give me a problem and me say nobody never licking with her you know.
Hot water channels, straight to the max. Bring the thing to the people then. Original Generous P.
same way.
Man, big up Hot Water Channel, enough ice cream. Yeah man, big up yourself.